nostalgic, original landscape of Japan. Murotsu, Tatsuno City, Hyogo Prefecture. For those who do not know this place, let's check the place. Check on the map. The straight line distance from Osaka, Ameda, to Murotsu is about 90 kilometers, and from Kobe, Sanemiya, is about 65 kilometers. Murotsu, Tatsuno City, Hyogo Prefecture. It is a tourist information board of Murotsu centering on the Murotsu fishing port. There are cultural assets of Kamo Shrine, Kenshiji Temple, Kenshiji Temple, some of the buildings of the past, and stone monuments that show them. Kamo Shrine has made another video, so if you are interested, please watch it. Later, a stone monument of the house where Seijuro was born will appear. It is the calm Seto inland sea seen from the shade of a tree. There is a monument to the poet Yamada no Akahito, a poet of Monyo, who wrote about the island of Karani. If I were a cormorant that is catching the fish around the Isle of Karani no Shima Island, it is easy to forget my home, but I can't. Yamada no Akahito is one of the 36 masters of waka poetry dedicated by Yori Miyamoto to Tomari Shrine. According to the information board, it says Kaori no Ito Honen, who spread the Jodo sect for the first time, dug a well with shells. According to the description of Joenji, Joenji is a temple of the Jodo sect and was founded in the first year of Bunji, 1185 AD. Joenji Temple, Seihoji Temple at that time, is said to have been built by the devotion of Mr. Tagawa, a leading figure in Murotsu. There is also a tomb called the Tomb of the Courtesan Ujimi in the precincts. Murotsu is said to be the birthplace of the Ukeku. Uozumi was a concubine of Yoshinaka Kiso, Yamabuki Guzan. She has changed her life and became a courtesan in Murotsu, and is said to be the founder of the courtesan who comforted the sailors. Is this the front gate? The stone staircase is Tatsuno stone. It seems to be the grave of the courtesan Uozumi. It is located overlooking the Seto Inland Sea. This is the stone monument of Seigero's birthplace. Let's talk about Onitsu Siegero. There are various theories about this story, so please understand that it also includes a story I can imagine. Siegero seems to have been born as the son of Izumiya, a sake brewery in Murotsu. Siegero is not sure, but there is a story that he liked playing and was very popular with women. I don't know if that is the cause, but I decided to work for Tajimaya, a large inn near Himeji Castle. And he fell in love with the inn's daughter, Onitsu. The marriage between Onitsu and Siegero was not allowed, so they ran away. However, it gets caught quickly. Siegero is falsely accused of stealing money from the store and is executed. She learned that Siegero had been executed. She went somewhere after she was sad and insane. After that, her parents also noticed the pure love of the two, and it is said that they made a memorial by creating Hyogo in the precincts of Kenshiji Castle under Himeji Castle. In modern times, I think there was an option to escape to the United States. Returning to the story, do you understand the meaning of Hyogo, where the two are enshrined? Hyogo was a word often used as a congratulatory word at weddings and the like. This source is Tang poetry from the Tang dynasty in China. The author is one of the three major Tang dynasty poets called Bai Juyi or Bai Rakuten. Hyogo was a word often used for congratulations at weddings and the like. This source is Tang poetry from the Tang dynasty in China. The author is one of the three major Tang dynasty poets called Bai Juyi or Bai Rakuten. There is Chang Henji in the Tang poetry written by Bai Juyi. In one of the passages, there is if you are born into a flying bird, it will be a bird that can only fly if two birds are lined up together because each male and female has one wing. If it is a tree that grows on the ground, I want it to be a branch of a chain of branches that is a combination of two trees. I want to be a married couple who never leave, which was often diverted.
在天苑做第一鸟，在天苑未连理之。
Perhaps he tried to connect Onitsu and Siegero, who could not be connected in this world, in the next world. I think this kind of feeling is really kind to Japanese people. This sad love story has touched the hearts of Japanese people and has been widely taken up as a subject of kabuki, ninjyo-juri, movies, novels, etc. Perhaps it will continue to be handed down for a long time. This is Kensho Temple, Kensho Zen Temple. There are various theories about the construction of Kenshiji Temple. Initially, it was called Shoji and was a temple of the Tendo sect. It was rebuilt in the 6th year of Koan, 1283 AD, in the Kamakura period, and after that, it was converted to Zen Buddhism and the temple name was changed to Kenshoji. It is said that Takoji Ashikaga and Norimura Okamatsu, Inshin, planned to defeat the Kamakura shogunate at Kenshoji Temple at the end of the Kamakura period. The Bishamountain statue of the temple treasure is designated as a national important cultural property. I can see the house with units. It was institutionalized with the introduction of the change of attendants in the Edo period, and it is a building where high-ranking people stayed at each post. It was used by daimyo, hatamoto, shogunate officials, messengers, and aristocrats. It was also called Ohatakoya. There is also a theory that the parents' house of Onitsu is Tajimoya, a large inn. It's an individual imagination, but I think it also served as the Hunjin. Maybe there was a connection between Murotsu and Himeji as a post town. It is a folk museum that has been renovated from the wealthy merchant Oya. I can see the prosperity of the past. Here is a stone monument of the Hunjin site of Chikibuya. It was used as a resting place when the feudal lord patrols the territory. It was built by Tommaso Ikeda, 1565 to 1613 AD, the lord of the Himeji domain. In the past, such magnificent buildings would have been lined up. Here is a stone monument of the Hanjin site of Kinokuniya. It is said that there were 6 Hojin in Murotsu's most prosperous period. I made 3 videos that introduced the wonderfulness of Murotsu. I feel like I was able to meet the joy of knowing what I didn't know this time. I like Murotsu more than ever. I would like to make an opportunity and visit again. I think I haven't been able to fully introduce the wonderfulness of Murotsu. Why don't you go on a journey to find a fragment of Murotsu's prosperous history? I felt that the streets of Murotsu had few buildings that reminded me of the prosperity of the past. Speaking of the passage of time, the story ends, but the biggest influence was probably the change from ships to railroads in the Meiji era, like Murotsu, Tatsuno City, Takasago City, Hyogo Prefecture, which prospered by transporting ports, missed a chance because it missed the major turning point of the Meiji era, and the railway, currently JR, did not pass through the center of the city. I feel it. For that reason, we invited many large companies to promote the development of the town. Due to its influence, the town does not seem to have much of its former prosperous heritage. For example, no matter who was in that era, one could not have imagined that the prosperity of transporting ships would replace railroads that no one had ever seen. There were many impressive things about the streets of Murotsu. Among them, Siegero and Onitsu were particularly impressive. From the current point of view, if you like each other, there are few obstacles to getting married. It turns out that it was very difficult with the times. Thank you for your watching. I will continue to improve the level of video content little by little. I want to raise it. With hope, good luck, and subscribe to our channel if you do. I will be motivated. Thank you. Let's go on a journey to meet a wonderful culture that you do not know.